says we're recording. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to Floss Talk. My name is Rachel. I am Treehouse Fiber Arts.
My name is Sue. I am Knit24 and Legacy Fiber Arts.
We are so glad you're here. Welcome to our neck of the woods. I am coming to you from the beautiful state of Michigan. And Sue, where are you coming from?
I am in Connecticut. So we are, New England. This is the best time of year.
Yeah, we're happy. I'm so happy that fall is not here. It's going to be in the 90s here this weekend, which is great for all the people who enjoy all the outdoor activities around here involving the Great Lakes.
Yes.
Sure. So,
yes, I'm still embracing the heat if I can enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, this morning, it's so interesting what the shift in the air does. I don't know if this does it to everyone, but as a maker, don't you feel something click differently in your body when the cool air comes in?
I feel more alive. And when September 1 hits, you feel like you're going back to school again and you get organized. Yesterday, I did a assessment of where I'm at, what I want to accomplish this fall, creative wise. I looked at all my stitching and what I wanted to accomplish in the fall and winter, and even wrote it down. I don't know. I just got more organized.
Yeah, I didn't.
I
didn't. Well. But in my head, like all of a sudden I want to knit. I want to stitch. Like I pulled out stitching for the first time. No, I shouldn't say that, but like a really like dive in kind of stitching last night. And oh my, honestly, like I should have just stayed up and stitched because I woke up at 11:30 and fell back to sleep at 3:30.
Oh my.
Or 2:30.
Stare at the ceiling?
I tried to read, but my eyes wouldn't stay open, but I couldn't fall asleep. Does that make any sense?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. Wake up and just start thinking about things.
I don't even think, like, I'm pretty good at shutting that down. I just get very restless.
Mm-hmm.
I should have just gotten up, but I don't do that. I don't do that because I don't come downstairs by myself. Like,
no. Oh, well, I'll go out into the living room and I'll just start doing something. I don't know. Look at us in our green today. We're all.
I know, both green. And it feels so good to have on long sleeves. It's just, although I still have on shorts and sandals. Like that. I couldn't have more than that or I'd be sweating to death. So.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's our 50th anniversary today. We looked at I looked at our numbers and it's number 50 today. So we made it to 50. It's our anniversary. There's two of us. So we decided it's our anniversary.
It's our golden anniversary.
Yes. And one might think it's definitely our golden based on our last episode of forgetting the names of everything. And for the most part, you were all very tolerant.
For the most part.
We had our first, I think, troll in the last comments, but that's okay.
Not okay. Just move along. I love it. Like, just move along. It's okay. No big deal. It's who we are.
We're not for everyone, but we hope we're for a lot of you. I don't know. That was fun.
Perfect is not a word that would ever apply to either one of us. Thank God. I would never want that.
Goodness, I know. But anyways, that gave us both a chuckle for sure.
Oh my gosh, I read it like twice. I'm like, okay.
I know. It's like, is that meant to laugh? I think I just put a little icon like, ooh, sorry. But anyway, I know that can be annoying, but do know I try to put show notes down below. So if we don't make any sense here, the show notes usually do.
Well, we both have very multifaceted lives, right? Like we are not focusing on just this. We are focusing on a lot of different things.
As you all do. I bet while you are watching right now, you are multitasking because I do the same when I'm watching. Many of you who are watching.
Same. You know what bothers me though is I miss so much because a lot of them a lot of floss tubes, really, you have to look up. And quite often I'm just all of a sudden just listening. And that's how I watch TV. I don't like sit and watch, I listen.
Yes,
So,
me too.
yeah,
Me
so I
too.
do feel like I miss a lot.
Yes. So since it's our 50th anniversary, I'm not going to say wait until the end. We're going to have a big giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
It's 50 years. You might
50
fall asleep by the
episodes.
end. We might fall asleep by the end. You might
We
turn
might
us off.
forget.
Yeah, we might forget. So we have a giveaway going on. Because of the 50th anniversary, we've decided to give one of these Snowball kits away, either in the 36 count linen or the 18 count Aida. It's in the covered bridge colorway from Legacy Fiber Arts. It includes the called for floss, the little button kit from Just Another Button Company. They're the little cute little buttons there, and the booklet, the Brenda Gervais Snowball booklet. So
I'm pretty sure I have that kit. I have so many of the kits now. I don't know where they're here.
They're here somewhere, but this is such a great kit, and it's DMC, and aren't those beautiful DMC colors? Oh, I love them. A lot of DMC. This would be a nice stash builder as well. And if you win and you already have the Snowball, this would be a great gift for someone that you know. Give them the kit. Share the love. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you would like to enter to win, you know by now all the rules. But what should we have them say down below?
I would say like Snowball Aida or Snowball Linen.
Oh, that's a good idea. So
right?
Yes. Why don't you at least have the word snow down below, and then somewhere in there just at least say Aida or linen. Just so we know if you win which one you would prefer. Does that make sense? Now
tell me this, with the way you do it, if they would be happy with either, can they write both?
Yeah, that's a good idea, because I will just do the random number generator with snow.
Okay.
And then depending on whichever. Okay. So there you have it. Thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe, obviously, this video. And thank you for watching us. We really appreciate our people who watch and subscribe. And
we do.
Yeah, we love our community. You guys are so much fun. We love reading the comments, and we will love watching. A lot of you have floss tubes. Oh my goodness. It's just a great group.
Yeah.
So speaking of comments, we had some really fun comments last time. Even more fun than the lady who didn't really
like us.
So first off, a lot of, and I bet you're going to show us this, a lot of ideas for colors for that pandemic sampler. We'll see if you used any of those. We had a lot of feedback on my embroidered German piece. Yes. Remember that red bordered piece? Since then, I've talked to my mom, and it definitely came from my great grandma Emma, who was the florist owner in my hometown. Her and my great grandfather owned the first florist in my hometown. And my mom believes that she embroidered it and probably got it as maybe just something to do in between customers coming in, you know. And it was also interesting. We had a viewer. Oh, who was it? There was Nora. Her grandma she got a sampler from her grandma. It was her grandma's sampler, had a similar saying on it that said in German, industry brings rewards instead of profit. She said it, it could also mean reward. I like that profit. That sounds a little bit nicer. So those German virtues, maybe those were taught in school, and mine was organization or order brings profit or rewards. So
I need yours.
Yes.
I need to hang yours.
I need to send it to Paige to have her do it. And Paige and I decided every time I say Paige, I need to put her picture up in the corner. So maybe it's up there right now. Remember every time Winnie barked, I would put a picture of Winnie in the corner? Winnie hasn't barked a lot in our picture.
I don't remember that. Maybe I didn't watch.
You weren't watching, you were listening in the background. We had crochet advice that I thought was really good.
Yes, we did. I saw that. And this is all coming back now because I probably read the comments for like a week.
Well, Paige told me last week we showed our, what's that called? The granny stripe blankets. And one of my Christmas granny stripe, I have to take apart because my initial chain row is just too tight. Paige said I should do a foundation chain row. And you know what? I did that on my very first one. And then I was so quick a year later to start that Christmas one.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. I have not looked it up. But then someone else, Maureen, explained, I think, which is the foundation row. And she, in her comments, it's like a crochet one kind of row. It's a, crochet one.
Oh.
She explained it in the comments, but I'm
like single crochet a row?
Like a single crochet.
Crochet. Okay.
Yeah. So that makes sense. So I appreciated that. Thank you, ladies. And then Anne from St. Louis had a really interesting, and I know what she's talking about, that corner to corner crochet blanket.
Oh yeah.
The Granny Clusters blanket. She had a link
to one of those upstairs.
Yeah, with Lion Brand, the variegated, and it does the work for you instead of,
changing.
Wade to make sure each line, you're right. Have the yarn do the work for you. I'm all about that. So that's a good point too. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Oh, Barbara too. We were talking last episode about my black linen and how I was having a hard time seeing it. It had to be the perfect lighting, and she uses a light box on her lap when she stitches. So I will have to try that.
Yeah. And they have very little, almost tablet size.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bigger that you could put on your lap. That would make sense.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try that if I'm desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how certain linens, doesn't matter the count. I don't know if it's the color, but remember my big Jacob piece, like 32 count, I was having trouble seeing, and it was dependent on the lighting.
It almost creates like a psychedelic thing with your eyes.
Yeah, it did. And it was like, what? And then all of a sudden I could see it clear as day. And it's like, what did I do different? Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. So that was it from the comments. I just thought we had such good ones that I wanted to share to make sure we all know how, smart our viewers are. We all learn from each other, and I want to make sure that we get that out.
Well, that is the thing. Like, I remember when I used to teach, I would learn just as much from my students as,
oh my gosh,
what I probably would learn more, because there's so many of them with so much knowledge. And it really, there was so many walkaways where it was like, we all have good information.
You know what? I forgot 2 things.
Oh.
We talked also about needles last time. 2 things about needles. Ellen recently ordered EdMar Needles, and the GaRon Stitchery, they sell those. I looked them up, and there's a company, I think it's in Utah, that sells EdMar. It's EdMar. And Ellen thinks they're the best replacement so far for the Pat Carson needles.
Good to know. I've never heard of ever.
I hadn't heard of them either. So they're called EdMar. So check that out. And we were having that discussion that you had mentioned the gold needles, and I had to look that up. And that was a big thing in the 80s and 90s. The gold was really popular.
Yep.
And according to a few websites, gold, obviously completely gold needles would be very expensive. So it's a, what's the word? Layered. Plated. Thank you. A plated gold. And supposedly that plated makes it a lot more of a smoother experience for threading and for putting through. And
I remember that.
Yeah. And I had a long time ago this gold needle by John James in my shop, and then I just discontinued it because it's a little more expensive, and I didn't understand at the time the value of them. But I popped them back in the shop. I have them in 26 and 28. And I just got them a little bit ago. I've had a few sell, and I'm going to try them myself. But if you're interested in trying them, I've got the gold. Supposedly you will notice a tiny bit of a difference. So,
and you put a package in each of the prizes.
I forgot about that. Yes, because it's our golden anniversary, I will put in, you can tell me if you want a 26 or a 28, and I will pop that gold set.
Yes, so that should probably be in what they write too, like / just to make your life easier.
Yeah, sorry. I'll remember to ask you that too.
Yeah. Help me remember the next time I get stuff from you that I want one of those.
Yes.
Packages.
I will try.
I know. Between the two of us, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes, secretary. Yes. So, okay, that completes my comment section.
Such good information.
Okay, so moving right along, let's go finished objects. Now I have a fully finished object, fresh from the framers.
From the framer?
Yes. I recently sent Paige,
I know,
framer, a bunch of stuff that I have had. I've been saving my precious pennies for eons, and then I sent her a ton of stuff.
Okay, show us.
It's just sprinkling in like every other week. Stuff is coming to me.
Oh, I want stuff framed. I have a pile.
So this is my first. It's a punch needle. This is a punch needle.
I am so jealous.
I did this a few years ago. It is a punch needle by, can you guess who it's by?
It's Teresa, isn't it?
Nope, it's not a Teresa.
Not a Teresa.
It's not a Teresa. It is the same people, the old tattered flag.
Yes. I'm actually working on it. That's why I'm so jealous.
We did this a lot. This is a couple of years ago. We did this as, I think I had a bunch of kits and I pulled together Veldani. And so some of you early subscribers did this with us. And I'm wondering if any of you are out there and if maybe some of you have worked on it. We had kits. I mean, this is like pre-pandemic, maybe? I don't know. A couple years?
Were we pre-pandemic, you and I?
I don't know.
We were.
I think it was right
2
during.
years. It's been almost 2 years, so I don't think so.
Maybe this was 2020. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So Paige and I, we discussed and we looked at it initially without, this is actually a linen mat. So you can't see, but it's got a really nice texture to it.
Yeah.
Initially I thought, oh, a black frame right up against the.
That's what I was seeing.
Yeah. And just wasn't doing it. And Paige gave me her wise advice and we looked at adding a little bit more to it and then going with this kind of wooden frame.
Love it.
It really pulls out the pumpkin and draws your eye in, and it so
I'm gonna have to, mine is out because I did work on it recently for like one morning. It goes so fast.
Yeah, this is a bigger one. This was a bigger one than I'd ever done.
Same.
And so it took a little bit longer than my smaller ones, but it does go so fast. I mean, once I committed, it was like a couple days and it was done. And like I said, this is all Veldani. So it's on balls and you literally put it in your punch and you just go to town. And this was the first time I really had fun with this variegated floss that you really kind of decide where you're going with the variegation and making movement that makes sense. So you'll kind of notice I wanted it to look like the pumpkin's freaking out.
Yes, which is perfect. And you know what it looks like? So funny. If you look quick, it's almost like, like when people are saying something inappropriate and it has all the symbols. When I look quick, that's what I see coming out.
You're like, oh,
yeah. Well, and the way you did the background is perfect. Like, again, the movement that you created.
Yeah. And for a newbie like me, I mean, the teeth, that was hard for me to get all and it's goofy looking, but it's good goofy, it's prim.
I don't think I've done the mouth. I've done the pumpkin and I've done some socks.
Oh, the socks are just fun, You know
what, though, I have to admit, because I love wild purple and lime green. Yeah. Part of me wishes I did the socks that way.
Oh, yeah. And you could.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be so fun.
I love it.
Oh, fun. Yeah. So happy. I mean, Paige just does it all so profesh. I'll just get it up a little closer. I don't know if that will show, but it's a really pretty linen.
Really pretty.
And it's a really pretty frame.
It's so oh my gosh. Don't you just want to put everything Halloween up right now?
Yeah. See, the frame's got a really pretty
So nice.
It's got movement to it as well. So it up close, it really, it's a gorgeous frame. The frame has that wood. What am I trying to say? The grain, the wood grain. It really is cool in it up close. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet.
I love it.
I'll find a place.
I love it. Well, I have a finished piece too. I was supposed to iron it and I forgot. And I was supposed to bring down the pattern, but you have it. So look at how bad.
I have it.
Yeah, I bought it from you.
Oh my gosh. You are so fast.
I know. You just sent it to me. It's so fast.
Holy smokes. I can't wait to do that one.
It is. Oh my gosh. It's so fast.
Oh, it's in the shop right now. I mean, geez.
I love it. The only thing is I thought I was working on.
It is so cute in person.
Isn't it? And you're not even getting the beautifulness of it. So what I did, I believe it's 36 count. I was wishing it was 40. I thought I grabbed 40, but I didn't. So I only wanted to use one strand, but it's still hard to see, but I'm going to back it so the white will, I don't have anything, will pop more. So the white, I use 2 strands.
Yes.
Every white area I used 2 and everything else I used 1.
I love that. It gives it more texture too, like pop.
Yes. The reason I am disappointed in the size is I wanted to put it in a tin like that. And I don't think they come this big.
Now, what fabric did you use? Do you remember?
36. And I think it says 40. Doesn't it say?
What? Well, what?
Oh, it's mine. I don't know.
You just grabbed something.
I just have piles.
She called for 36.
Okay. So maybe this is 32.
Oh. Are you putting it in how are you going to frame it then?
I don't know. I was going to go to like Hobby Lobby or one of those places.
Because I was foreseeing this, I want to say, well, the dimensions, if you put it in if you do it on 36, I have it written in the listing, but I mean, I was envisioning it in like one of these.
Oh.
Didn't I send you one?
No, I don't think so. Because I was thinking of going and getting a round frame.
Yeah, or the like.
Yeah, I like the idea of round.
Well, yeah, round. I mean, this is
round all the way.
All the way. I know there's so many different.
But I love those little like tins that it's in. So
I know.
But honestly, I have enough. I could make it again if I really wanted to.
I love the move. I love his hat flowing backward in the breeze. And you can't see it, but he's holding a little snowman who's putting an ornament on a tree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so precious. Well, you can kind of see it better on mine here.
Yeah, you can.
It's just whimsical and charming.
And
I love it.
Whimsical and primitive, which is so great. So I'm really sorry I didn't iron it because it's so pretty.
It's so cute. Oh, you are so fast.
It was so fast. I did start in the center because I was like, it's a circle and I just don't want to get caught placing it wrong. And so I started with Santa and then I moved to the trees. The snowflakes is what took the longest.
Yeah.
And this was simple because you didn't have to look. You just knew it was like 6 rows going on a diagonal. And
those trees are everything too. Those trees
are, but okay. So you know what I did notice? I had to do a lot of ripping out. I am not used to working on a picture. I am used to working much more linear than this. I mean, not always. I've done my share, but I haven't in a while. And my brain We'll talk about the next piece and how my brain shifts, but like, it was a stretch for me. I haven't done it enough. So it's like, how could I possibly have thought that tree would go there? How? Like, it's like this tree that lines up with the dip in the hat. It was already lined up. I'm like, that's so basic. How did I not like relate it? But I love it.
For me, it's the snowflakes. Every time I do a snowflake, I rip out. It drives me bonkers.
The snowflakes were tedious, but didn't have to refer to the pattern very much for them because they're the same.
Yeah.
I love it. And of course, I'm sure I have enough to do it 5 more times. Oh, I must have put everything with the bag.
That's the thing. That has some good colors in it.
Yes. And so for me, like we talked about this, I think before we came on, how you were saying you have lots of little things. This, for me, I am willing to put this much work into a stitch piece as a gift. Not a lot more than this, because it wasn't a time investment. It's sweeter than sweet. I actually might give it to Kristen. I haven't decided because she really liked it. And I'd happily gift this because it's it's not, I didn't invest weeks and weeks of my life into it.
Right.
I'm not willing to do that and give it away anymore. I want it in my own home if I'm going to invest that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, and like for me, when I used to make all my gifts, first of all, I started in July, but now would be crunch time. Like, let me gather all the little things that I've done.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And that kind of gift is special. People bring that out once a year and they think of you.
Yes.
You know,
and it's not like, oh, it's really big. I don't know where to put it. I don't know.
I have to keep it out all year.
I
know. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And I'm super happy with it.
It's really everyone's taste at Christmas. You can go whimsical. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know.
All I use. Oh, I have that one here too. Although I didn't work on that piece.
Oh, I tell you. Yeah, I did a little bit of work. This is I'm doing the Golden Santa. I think it's called Right Jolly Elf. It's a Teresa Kogut Patreon. Somebody asked what Patreon was. Patreon, I wrote in the comments section. It's you go to patreon.com and you can sign up as a patron, right? Patron?
Yep, patron.
Yep. You sign up. It's a monthly charge and you get wonderful things from the person that you're subscribed to. And Teresa Kogut is this amazing designer. And
she's the best.
Charts, and hers is the most organized I've ever belonged to.
Well, and I almost missed out on the Halloween freebies because I kept saying, I'll download them later. Thank goodness I did it last night because they go away.
Oh, and she reminds you. Oh, you have come along so far.
I don't think I've worked on it though.
I don't know. You've outlined your coat.
Yes.
Did you see Carrie's? Carrie's coat is beautiful with her variegated floss.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Oh, see, now I want to work on this.
So do I, because I want to do all of the Santas and
I want to do that one next.
A trio. I want to do that one next. And she has her Christmas fabric collection coming. She has several fabric collections coming out, people, that
how she does it
are absolutely gorgeous. And she's given us patrons a sneak peek of
I haven't looked yet.
Oh, Sue.
I know, but we got sampler September. Wasn't there a couple samplers patterns?
Oh my gosh. Her Patreon, if you want to join, if you're contemplating, now we're turning into the Teresa infomercial again, but if you're contemplating, don't or act now, don't delay.
You know what the reason is?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Ember samplers.
Yes. And I think I'm the highest level. I think, aren't we the highest level?
Yes.
4?
Yes.
And the thing is, like, it's free basically because she gives you so many free patterns that you want.
Well, yeah, if we would have bought them anyway because we love her designs so much. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
you can put Winnie in the corner. She's up there barking.
Oh, yes. We'll see how
she got shaved yesterday.
i.e. Percy goes in next week. So just so you have, if you haven't seen her designs, here's the green Santa that Sue is working on.
And I'm just doing the Santa, I'm pretty sure.
And here's the gold that I'm working on. And I'm not sure, I might just do, no, I like it all.
I like that one. I just don't want to do that heavy black background just because of the time it takes. I like the design. I just don't want to.
Yes. Now, since we're talking about Teresa, for sampler September, oh my goodness, what did I do with mine?
I have to pull one out. I haven't done that yet.
I have decided for sampler September, which is something, it's hashtag sampler September, that a lot of the FlossTube community on Instagram is working on. I'm going to just hit hard my strawberry sampler by Teresa Kogut. This is a Patreon.
I started that
sampler. It's a stitch along that we're doing on her Patreon. So I know many of you also belong to the Patreon and are probably doing it as well. I want to do it because I want to get it done before it goes to the general public next year, because I want Paige to frame it and I would love to sell it in my shop. So I would love to have a sample for you all to see. And
so
I think it's gorgeous.
I want to do for sampler September. Do you know the sampler I bought from you? I worked on it religiously. It's very old school looking. It's got is it roses in a circle? What was that one?
That is, I might even have it right here. Yes, I have a couple of them in my chart.
Oh my gosh. I have so much of that done and I put it down and I want it for my bedroom. It reminds me of my grandmother. I love it. So
I have 3 left of those in the shop. They happen to be with all my Halloween stuff, which I wanted to show today. But I know it is gorgeous and it's all classic colorworks and it is on 18 count. I have it on Ada covered bridge is what I have available left on it. So if you are an Ada stitcher, it's awesome. Let me know though, if you would like me to take out the Ada and you would just like to purchase it, let me know. I'm happy to do that.
Well, and the other thing is you do have 36 covered bridge now.
I do. It's just not in the shop, but I can, yes. Yeah. For our subscribers, you've heard it here. I do have it and I will do that for you. If you're interested, you can just email me, Rachel@treehousefiberarts.com. Yeah. We appreciate you subscribers.
So accommodating you are.
Well, there's special people out there that are watching.
I like all the pointing. You're really a pointer today.
Oh, I need my pencils.
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about the pencils. I got the kit. I got the pencil sharpener. I got the extra erasers.
We're going to do that at the end in case people don't want to talk, but I did get some great pencils and I love the person who wrote, who knew I needed spendy pencils in my life? You do need these pencils. But anyway, you do. Back to the strawberry sampler. It's just a lovely little sampler with a sheep and a house. And now I'm going to get into more of the strawberries and Teresa's samplers and all of her stitches, I think are her charts are so beautifully done. Visually, I can see what I'm doing. Her charts are beautifully laid out. I think we've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because every time I'm working on them, after I've worked on maybe some other charts, I really appreciate her charts so much because I can see them. And just the way things are laid out, they're just easy for me to stitch. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it other than, I don't know. I really appreciate the way she sets it out.
Her designs are incredibly compact. Don't you think? Like they're so beautiful.
You really have a lot of real estate. Once you load up a color, you use it, but it's not all fill in. You know, you get a lot done in a sitting. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's not a Hade.
No
Hade.
Oh my gosh. There's part of me that wants to do one of those. I don't know why. Okay, you want to see my new start?
Sorry, Diane.
Oh, Diane. I only use her bags now. Okay, do you want to see the new start?
Yes, please. I would love to.
So had I already picked out that I was doing the pandemic by Long Dog?
Yes.
Had I decided that? I can't remember.
Yes, well, you did.
I had.
Yes, we were talking colors. You were like, I'm going to start it, but I don't know what color. Maybe you were on the fence and you were highly content. Oh my God, you're almost.
This is 3 pages.
How long is that going to be? I mean, you're halfway done almost.
No.
Okay, a third?
A third. Is it not fantastic?
How wide is it going to be?
I think there's, I hope, I'm a little bit panicked.
So you're less than a third. You've got a lot to go yet.
I'm probably a 6th.
Okay, yes. Okay, good. But still.
Oh my God. This is my favorite kind of stitching.
I can tell that's your jam. Look
it is.
Oh, Jenny,
it
are
is.
you impressed?
Jenny, are you impressed? You know what I want to do? I do want to do one, and I know Jenny's someone like this.
Jenny, the long dog sample.
Stitcher. Who's always leaves the nicest comments. She has done one with a taupe color. The stitching is like a taupe color.
Oh.
I thought of that for this, but
I
want this to go on my red wall. So what color this is, and I'm panicked I didn't buy enough. I bought all that they had, but I'm going through a lot of thread. DMC, I decided I was not going to spend $75 on the thread. I just was like, you know what? DMC is beautiful. I have another one. I have the Forget Me Not with a gorgeous gentle art. First of all, it's hard to get a huge quantity of a color.
Yes.
So I had decided, nope, I'm going to do DMC. So it's 814.
Yes.
I'm 1 strand on 40 count. I hadn't worked on it in maybe a week, and I sat down last night with it, and boy, my eyes needed to do some adjusting. And right now I'm working on this spot here. That was last night, and I'm definitely struggling with the pattern. It's not hard. I need like hours with this in order to just get in this rhythm of stitching. And I am obsessed.
Okay, put it up really close to your other direction.
Oh yeah.
There. Right. Oh my word. I can tell you like that kind of stitching where you just can go and you can spend like 3 hours straight.
Yes, it's for me, it's very meditative. Like I just get in a zone and it brings my blood pressure down. There's something about it that just fits my life right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So I'm going to show you Long Dog samplers. And I will tell you, when I finish this, I will immediately start another one. Immediately. I feel like I will always need to have a Long Dog sampler.
You and Jenny. Yeah.
Always. And you know what? I really like this design. But am I like, whoa, it's my favorite design ever? No, I just love the process. I mean, I love the design. But I could walk past this and go, oh, that's really complicated, or that. I'm just drawn to them all, like, because the process is so amazing.
Yeah. I know. I'm so intrigued. They're so different and unique. Like, what brain came up with that whole concept? It's it starts out with a sort of a Quakerish brain, maybe, and then kind of morphs into I don't know.
I love geometric designs.
Yeah.
Drawing them. I love doing them. Needlepoint, like that whole, there's a whole
like Jacob, you know, with the
all of that. There's something about it. It's also, every piece of it is symmetrical. So for my brain, that's amazing. And that's why I love Jacob so much, because he's so symmetrical.
Yeah.
I have tried, when I was design needlework, I was incredibly symmetrical. Like that's my brain is symmetry. So to me, it's like, I only have to really work on half of it in order to concentrate. And then I just sit back and I just go like,
okay. So that's how you look at it. You look at a section of,
yes, I definitely do. And that's why I'm struggling a little in this area here.
Yeah.
Because I can't grab the pattern in my brain, even though it's a pattern.
Yes.
Can't grab it.
You have to count.
Yeah. And how it lines up, because I'm all about lining up, right? It's like I do this and go, yep, it lines up. Like I always check myself. That's why that drove me crazy. It's like, how did I see that tree trunk over there?
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yes.
It's on. I don't know what it's on. Is it the new club color that I did?
I don't know. You know, Denver doesn't show up good on camera.
Know.
Everything looks like covered bridge to me on camera.
And when you hold them next to each other, none of them look alike. But when you're doing this,
it's amazing.
But I am also glad, like part of me is like, it's such a complex design. Why did I go a hand dyed? I love the hand dyed. I love the sneak in of a little dark. I'm just pointing there. It's not there. But see how this is gonna.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna give it even more dimension.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. So let's talk about this here because I will forget. So this is making me think of it. So Deb of Country Samplers is doing, what is that called? That I said I have to start one of those. Remember I was watching it where you create your own.
Mary Beal. It's her Mary Beal.
No, it's her. She's created it. So she's taken pieces of patterns.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what that's called.
Watch her. It's just her alone.
Country Stitches.
Country Stitchers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to
And she started with a giant piece of fabric and she's creating her own around her life. And she's got all these patterns that she takes pieces from and books. And
I love that too.
I want to start one so bad. I want to take a yard of fabric, dye it, and just start.
Yeah, just start
fun
your whole life of just the year. And so how would you go about that? Like today, what you would think about today and what you're doing, or time of year? I
think I would do time of year. I might do days sometimes. I would do Winnie in there. I would do my kids, or like I was thinking like the girls, like what they're saying. You know how Lori Holt does that.
Yeah.
What they're saying, or
something that represents a big, like I would do kid going to college, like a suitcase or
exactly. Okay. And maybe the name of the college. And I want to start one so bad. And we both follow someone online that's doing one on Instagram. And I never, and she's still working on it. I don't know who it is.
I'll try and find it below.
Yeah, this makes me think of it because it's such a large piece of fabric, and tried working in hand. That skill for me is gone. It's just gone. I definitely love my tiny hoop, very loose, so I can sew.
Weird. Is this the one? Does Deb keep hers out in a big hoop too at all times? Scroll frame. Maybe that's what I should do with my big frame some days. Keep it out all the time. Cover it when I'm not using it so it doesn't get dusty. Part of me wants to start it on January 1st, but I've learned my personality. When I wait to do something, the time comes and I have to do it when I want to do it. Yes. Well, and starting anything January 1st is such a pressure thing for me. Same. But then I thought I would encompass the whole year, maybe. Yes. So I don't know. It's on my mind constantly, and I'm dying to just start playing. Did I show this last time? I forget. Did I have this last time?
No, I still haven't bought. I've got to get over there and get some.
I know, and I forgot to tell you, it's always the 15th, and I should just buy one. When I get mine, I just buy you one. But
Just
yes,
remind me. I love them.
Carrie, Tiger Lily, another update, Save the Stitches. I just love this daisy design. It just reminded me of a great grandma, the florist. I mean, come on.
I love it.
Even when I got it, and right now it's housing. I have nowhere to put this project that has the Lori Holt
Aurifil
box. So it's right now like this. But
well, did you see her new ones?
Carrie's got a prototype of a holder for Floss. So I'm holding out for that, but this is what I'm using it for. But when I opened up my keeper, and I knew it was cool, but I didn't know it was going to be this fabulous of an inside. I mean, it's gorgeous. And then, this is a card. Her mom is a painter, and I love her style.
I love her style.
Mom did that. I mean, I'm all about those colors. That is my jam right there. So
that's a punch needle right there.
That's what?
A punch needle.
Oh my gosh. Carrie, we need to punch needle your mom's artwork. What else has she done? Carrie.
And then from Alaska and do it.
Carrie threw in this cute little needle minder for me with the extra daisy. And you know who I'm a twinsy with in my keeper, my special keeper, even with this, I don't know what shape you call that, like I don't know. And this Liz Matthews, and I selected we have the same tastes. And wait till you see and hear what I got from Expo. You'll know we are one in the same brain, Liz and I.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So I get confused because I don't want the one with the bobbinators.
Yeah, she's got the bobbinator one, and she's got the one that's got the 2 zippers.
And it says that in the description. Yeah. I have to be ready next time.
Very clearly. And it opens up these big pockets. That's where I put either my project folded up or and this is so perfect because this is the Prim series, and I have, I think, 9 patterns. It comes with a lot that you have to carry. And I can take right now my box and just stick it right in there. And it's like a trapper keeper from the 80s that I carry to school every day, and it just closes up. And
I love it. I love it.
So I wanted something on a bigger count. I just wasn't in the mood to work really hard. And I really wanted to use my Orifloss because Carrie is using Orifloss she's an Orifloss ambassador, and her Orifloss, she did a custom conversion with Orifloss for a pattern that she's doing. I forget what pattern it is, but it's a new one that just came out from Fox and Rabbit. I'll put it down below.
I want to make that one.
It's a beautiful custom conversion, and she's actually doing it on Sue's LFA linen in Popover. Yeah. So you've got more done than I do on this one.
I've got to get back to that because I have all the other pieces done for that room. Just that one is left.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one is left for me, and I actually got a lot done. I got 2.5 squares done. So I'm working on the second row now. It's just fun. It's so fun. Lori, you make
fun
patterns, and it's just so colorful. And the Orifloss is it is a wonderful thread.
I haven't used it, and I want to.
You haven't used it?
No, I don't. Honestly,
it does not. I don't think it knots up as much on me. It just feels a little heavier to me.
Now it's floss, not silk, right?
It's floss. It's cotton, and it comes off the spool 6-ply, just like a DMC. Yep. It just feels a little bit thicker. It's got a beautiful.
Okay, Rachel, though, I got to call you out on this. Why aren't you using your flannel thing?
From my flannel thing.
Diane.
Well, I'm using the Trapper Keeper or the Floss Keeper.
No, I know, but for your little nest of things, you need to get one of those.
Well, I have it in another kit, the one from Diane. So technically, I was using an old ugly one that I made.
Okay, as long as you're using something.
But look at what happens. See, that's why I need the new one from Carrie. because once I get the new one from Carrie, it's going to be all organized. Carrie,
And then
look
you
at
hang.
this is what happens to me.
Yeah. So, okay. You know how messy I am in my art world. For some reason, I am really good at rolling whatever I've left into a little circle and plopping it on that I call it flannel. It's not. And keeping nice little circles. I don't know why. That is one area that I'm good at.
Why do I not believe? Okay.
Okay, let me find one. Hold on. Let me see.
I just don't believe it.
I do. I roll them in little circles.
I've seen the stuff come out of bags that looks like.
That's only if I don't have one. Okay, let me look. Oh, this one's
literally, I felt like you when I did this, and I was actually kind of feeling like I was the cool kids.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm afraid now. Okay.
Look at you. You're right.
Something about these.
I believe you.
Me. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Okay, I didn't mean to brag and call you out on your messiness, but I did. Sorry.
But you don't have one of these.
I love it. Let me see. Open it.
I have one needle.
Need a gold one. But if you're traveling, my panic is always if I'm traveling, I always have a packet of needles with me.
Oh, totally.
Packet.
But how nice would this be if you had a project with just like 4 colors of Aurifil and you could put your little floss rolls in there? I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. But anyways.
No, I love it.
So I'm working on that. So that was the thing I just kind of felt like I wanted to work on. And this will probably end up now going away because it's more of a spring summer thing for me. Now I really want to hit hard fall and Christmas. I'm really excited to do that.
I want to get back to my Halloween, but this long dog is just calling my name.
Then
like I can't stop working on it.
That's what you should be working on then. I'm trying to look and see if I have anything else. I really have not worked on much else. No. I mean, that's a lot. I have been working on knitting, really, trying to get some things done for your other business.
Yeah. I know. So excited about that. You know what I'm so excited about is the new floss tubers that I'm watching. Bridgen, Seattle Stitcher. I can't remember, but they're all knitters too.
I know.
I want them all to like have yarn. I just love watching their knitting. And it's like,
yeah,
I love the diversity. I really do. Cause that's who we are really.
The Seattle Stitcher has the big mitten book sitting behind her.
Yes, I saw that.
Bravo.
Okay, so
I'm going to be the knitter with a capital K if she's got the big mitten book.
I'm going to do like a super tiny plug here because it involves you and my other business. So we create boxes. I actually have one here. They're called Precious Parcels. And if you follow us on Instagram, Legacy Fiber Arts, Chelsea does all of the promoting. I'm not going to open this because it's sealed and beautiful, but you know what you're getting. It's not a surprise. And we are doing a winter parcel. I can't remember the name of it. Oh boy, that woman's going to really.
Winter solstice.
Is it going to be winter solstice?
I thought so.
Okay. Winter solstice. And
what do I know? I'm just a vendor.
You're just the designer. And so it includes, I can't remember this one. That's why you need to go because that really is Chelsea's job. I believe there's a journal. I believe maybe a candle, maybe stitch holders, but yours truly, Rachel, has designed a cell blue mitten pattern that you will get with it along with the yarn that I have dyed in order to make that mitten. So if you are a knitter and if you love a cozy box coming to you in wintertime, I think it'll be in December, the beginning, I'm thinking. Just follow us, follow Legacy Fiber Arts, and you will get all that information correctly.
Yes, knitting was my first passion and designing. And ever since, prior to going to Norway, I was you can go back to my Treehouse Fiber Arts or Treehouse Knits episodes. I'm Norwegian by descent as well as German, but I followed my history, my Norwegian heritage, and got all involved in that and went down that rabbit hole with the Selbu mittens, and then got invited to go to this amazing Norwegian retreat and just studied.
I cannot believe I didn't go.
Selbu mitten. Oh, it was just fascinating. And then got really involved in designing and designed some Selbu mittens for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and just really I knit so many Selbu mittens. And oh, they're just wonderful. The mittens that I'm designing are Selbu inspired. Sue's yarn is gorgeous, variegated. The original Selbu mittens were knit with non-superwash, obviously wool, and they were not a variegated yarn. It was
it's pretty subtle though.
Yeah, this is very subtle.
It's very subtle. I didn't go like crazy because I wanted the pattern to.
Absolutely. The pattern definitely shows, and the construction is a little bit different than Selbu, but it's definitely Selbu inspired. True Selbu is a definite advanced intermediate to expert, I think, because of the construction. And so we didn't want to like turn everyone off. So it's a good gateway drug into Selbu.
Yes. Well, and the other thing is if you are that person, it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to knit those, you still get the two beautiful skeins of yarn that you can knit whatever you want with. So, but it's going to be a great box.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it too. And I was so honored that you asked me. My goodness.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're the queen.
Not to change the subject, but.
Oh, change the subject. Cause I just wanted to say that.
I saw this so many times. I finally broke down and I had to order it. That Pete's Bee Sky, you hear about Carolina cross stitcher, her and her husband, and he turns the wood, and he has all different kinds of woods and carves all these. I mean, I love his bee skep ones. That's kind of next in my mind because I love having this by my desk in my office, but I want another one in my living room.
Yeah.
And this is a 5 one. I need this on my craft table when friends come over. I mean, then we all have scissors to use and
stitch, and I
need a 1-hole one for my stitching, but this is beautiful. And I am now looking for some sort of band that I want to stitch around it. I don't know what yet, but inspiration will hit me probably in the shower like it always does.
Always. That's a fact for all artists.
Is it really? Because that is
the water. That's where I've gotten every inspiration in the world. And I was reading The Artist's Way, one of my favorite books by Julia Cameron.
Really?
And it is written in there. I can't remember what it was about it, but the water.
Oh my goodness. That is the shower. I'm in there, don't visualize me in there, but I'm in there and I'm thinking, all of a sudden these ideas pop in my mind. It's so bizarre, but and what a lovely note from her. It was like a full note, and what lovely people to do business with. It's on Etsy. Pete's Bee Skeps on Etsy. I'll put the link down below. I wrote it down because it's a Spanish cedar 5-hole spool scissor holder, but this is Spanish cedar. I mean, I love.
And you're going to be able to find, it looks like it's like 3 inches. You're going to be able to find the banding.
Yeah, something
on it, which is just so easy.
I'll make something up, and that center hole, my Apple Pencil fits right in it, which I'm always losing. The Apple Pencil, you use it, and then you're supposed to put it on the top magnet of your iPad, but
I don't have one of those.
Stick it right here. I've been drawing, kind of trying to learn how to use Procreate on my iPad, having fun with the digital drawing thing. So.
Oh my gosh. So Kristen, Ben's girlfriend, is doing that all the time now. And I cannot wait to go up. And she's done like photographs of them. And I cannot wait to go up.
Oh, I want to see.
I'll send you some. They're so great. And it just captures it's not fine detail, but by the body language, who it is. And it's super cool. I'm dying to have her show me.
I've Lisa Bardot, Bardot, is an artist on YouTube that had a ton of introductory lessons on how to use Procreate with the Apple Pencil, and I liked her style a lot. And she created an online community. It's sort of like Patreon, but it's her own website. And I just joined that community and did the first. It was an online tutorial live. It was a couple nights ago, and Misty Purcell from Luminous Fiber Arts, she's doing similar. She's not part of the community yet. I'd like her to join, Misty, if you're watching. But she's been doing some of hers and sharing them on Instagram, some of her drawings from Lisa Bardot too. So I know there's some of you out there have heard of her.
But now you need the iPad Pro to do that, right? You can't just use any iPad.
No, you can use any iPad. You can
Okay, I'm bringing my iPad with me this weekend.
You should. Do you have an Apple Pencil?
I don't, but I can get one, right?
Yeah. Go to Lisa Bardot and look up like her introductory Procreate tutorial, and she tells you all the tools you need. And I believe the new one that's like 600 or something like that. I think the lowest price iPad, the new version out, you can draw on.
I'm gonna have to find out. I have a newer iPad, so
yeah,
maybe.
I would think Procreate is like $10, so download the app and just get it.
Like, I have time. This is my problem.
That is for $9.99, that Procreate app is unbelievable what you can do on it. I mean, the functionality of it is incredible for $9.99. So anyways, there's another act now, people. Such an infomercial, okay. So one other thing that I would love to jump on the bandwagon, if I can, like a lot of us, we got the Scrappiness is Happiness book, which is upstairs in my hope room, my room of hopefulness, where I hope I can actually sit down someday and actually sew and quilting of my own. And I think it's in October, is it? When is she starting? Her Scrappiness is Happiness quilt along. Doesn't say. I printed it out and everything, but she's doing that Scrappiness is Happiness quilt along with Fat Quarter Shop, where they're doing every design in the book and they've created a sampler. So each week will be a different block. And once you get through each week, you'll have done each block in the book. So then you can decide, well, I like, and
I want to do a whole quilt with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not even started. What is the star one that I got that I have every single thing I need for it except the 12-inch circle template. And I just want to start it. I need like a week off. No, I don't. It's never enough. I'm always like, no, a week's plenty. And then a week goes by. I'm like, that's nowhere near enough time. I need a year. I need a year sabbatical. To just go off into the wilderness with all of my stuff. And you
need everybody to leave. We need everybody to go off.
That's the thing. Everybody else needs to go off into the wilderness so I can just have a year of.
It's a lovely postcard. Look at.
Oh, who's that from? Paige?
This is Sharon from New Jersey.
Oh, Sharon. Seashore Sharon.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I've gotten anything in the mail from anyone. She got her 32 count.
Yeah, she loves her 32 count.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be sending her some.
Yeah, this was fun. And look at all the New Jersey. It's such a cool place.
I love New Jersey.
I never understood, in the Midwest, you think New Jersey and you don't think of, I always was like, why is it the Garden State? It's like, you think of concrete. And then when I lived in Philly, it was like, New Jersey's pretty.
Yeah. Well, where Paige is, it's beautiful. It's like, and okay, one more plug. Everyone start watching Paige, the farmer.
Oh my gosh. I haven't started yet. I just saw she's doing surgery on chicken feet.
Yeah, I had to look away a lot.
What the heck?
I love her garden. We don't just put her face up there.
I talked to her while I was working for like an hour yesterday. And when I got done talking to her, I was like, my day's over. That was fun.
I know we got to chat last week. It was so nice.
So I'm so thrilled how fast that went for you, but this is new in the shop. And I'm going to talk a little shop stuff. So if it's not your thing, thanks for joining. This was fun. Don't forget about the giveaway.
Giveaway.
Thank you so much. And like and subscribe, and I hope you win. Okay, so yes, I've got tons of new things coming in the shop. Oh my gosh, Expo. I had laser focus on a few shops. You know me, I am not like the mega superstore of charts. I am kind of more of the what's caught my eye and how can I put a little Treehouse Fiber Arts twist on it? How can I solve a problem for my customers by kitting things up that's hard to kit up? Or I don't know, just how can I curate?
Yeah, I was going to say your shop is very curated to it's not where you go to like browse and get the new it's
what do my customers want?
Yeah. Yeah. It's lovely. For me, it's lovely because when there's a lot, I get so overwhelmed, and honestly, I end up doing nothing. Where with yours, I always find something.
Oh, thank you. That's what I try. And my shop, the way it's set up, I mean, I am like right on the edge of needing to get a different system. Like I am using my system to its potential, and it is just like about to and
break the internet.
I am like, I know it's about to like, it's like, what are you doing to me? I cannot handle one more listing kind of thing. So I'm like deleting things so I can put things in. And yeah, so I've created a new, it's called a navigation. It's one of the words that's on the top, the bar that's coming. What does it say? It says new or restocked. So that I know a lot of you, and I love this, occasionally, maybe once a week, some of you said even in the morning, they'll just see what's new in my shop. I wanted to make it easy for you. So if you just click there, it tells you what I just recently put in the last 2 weeks. So I'll keep new things the last 2 weeks in that particular navigation category. You just click there.
That's super helpful.
Yeah,
it really allows people to visit a lot.
New or restocked. I thought that, what, let's do that. And then I thought maybe I will make another category that's coming soon. And once it hits my shop and it's ready to be sold, I'll take it off the coming soon and it'll go into the new ad, just because I've got a lot of stuff that is coming soon from Expo. But my stuff takes just a little bit longer because I'm also getting the floss. So if you're a kind of person that would be willing to wait an extra week or two to get it with the floss rather than get it from a different shop and then, not have it with the floss, then you'll know it's coming to my shop and you'll wait.
Well, and honestly, I used to buy a chart and then I'd go and gather the floss, and I am always willing to wait if someone will do the work for me. I just feel like it is such a luxury to not have to go, I can get 3 here and 4 over there, or I run into my shop, they don't have it, then I'm disappointed, then I can't get started. And it's like,
right. You get half the floss or And some of you have huge stashes of floss and you don't care about the floss, and that doesn't make sense, but there are a lot out there. You're new to stitching and you don't have any floss. I'm here for you.
It's funny because I have had people that see my stitching and they're like, where do you get things? And as a new person, the thought of having to search out each item to use in my world, that is so overwhelming. It's like with quilting, because I don't know the quilting world. So if someone says, here is every single thing you're going to need, I'm in heaven.
Well, that's why I started, because 2-3 years ago, I was in that boat. It was like, I got to go 3 different places. And I really wanted to try Gentle Arts, but I had to drive 45 minutes to a place and I didn't know online what it really looked like. So anyways, new stuff in the shop. So, this is new. I'm so excited about the tiny towns. I haven't done any tiny towns and I'm really excited.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, I saw the heart and I haven't had a lot of heart and hand in my shop. I didn't know much about Cecilia Turner as a newbie. Of course, everyone who's not newbies knows about Cecilia Turner. So that Fat Quarter Shop interview, what a lovely interview.
I saw that. I think they started when I started because I used to be at trade shows with them.
Yes, I figured you probably knew her and probably hung out with her. And
I don't think I did, but she was always there and she was one of the really popular ones.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm a fan of the fabric that they used. I really like the fabric they used on the drum better for some reason.
I love the drum.
And I actually have that fabric in my shop. That's a summer khaki, 32 count. So what I've been doing is just putting the pattern with the floss, and then on the listing, I'll have a link in the listing if I have a fabric that I think would go with it. And I linked the 32 count summer khaki to it. So you can, if you want to get the fabric, you can with it, but that's new in the shop.
I can guarantee you though, in person, that is gorgeous.
Well,
that fabric, I just don't think it photographs well. Like just thinking about like looking at pieces I've worked, it's like, it is so hard to get accurate anything in the stitching world, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Beautiful design.
It is so, I mean, there are a lot of colors and it's weeks. It's Classic Colorworks, it's DMC. I mean, and if anything, you're really adding to your stash because you're going to have a lot left over. These are tiny, by the way. This ends up being a very small piece.
It's so sweet. You could do each house separately and they could be an ornament. There's
really
so much you could do with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really, really cute.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So I've also I heard a lot of people say they really wanted some introductory kits. And so I put more of my introductory kits with the wool. It's called actually Louise, but I love that it's an introductory kit. You can try weeks, you can try Classic Colorworks, you can try using the DMC. It's a really small piece. And it's done, you can do it on a 25 count Lugana. I like starting on Lugana instead of DMC for some reason, but the DMC is also an option on here. You can definitely try DMC too. Whatever floats. And kind of in my shop, I am a fiber arts person. So I kind of do load up my shop with fiber arts inspired stitching. This one's always called to me. First time I saw it, actually, our friend Denise had this one. And I just
so need that.
I love this saying, and I love the sheep.
I so need that.
Yeah. And I know you like back stitching a lot. That back stitching actually is a lighter color. It's not black. So I don't think it would, but I love that. Do the back stitching because some of that one sheet doesn't have back stitching. So if you're not a back stitcher, I don't think you'd need to.
I don't think you'd need to either. I love that.
Yeah, I think that is fabulous. I love that it's a long, narrow piece too. Just something a little more interesting, and it's all Classic Colorworks. So
I love it.
I love working with Classic Colorworks. And then another one I want to show you, new to the shop. This one I posted on Instagram yesterday. And this is Sweater Weather. I love, these are very muted, beautiful colors. But I just felt like I wanted to just give it a little update because if you know me from my previous life as a sweater knitter, I really go bold. If you look back at my Instagram, I have very bold colors in my Colorwork sweater. I just like that. So I went with bright colors in.
I love it.
You can always go get your DMCs at Joann's or Michael's, but if you're interested in more of a bold palette, I've got that for the sweater.
I love it.
The conversion. But this is kind of if you like Mary Morgan's, if you're like a Stephen West fan, this is kind of your sweater weather stitch. And they made this into a pillow. I mean, you could have total fun with.
Well, that is the piece of it, like those wild colors. It's a tiny little piece, so it's sweet and fun. And oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. You could make it always, you know, if you wanted to make this as a gift for friends, it just depends on your friend.
Now, I wonder if you could use you hate to have it in a drawer, like as a sachet for your woolens.
Totally. I mean, for Denise, I would do Earth Tones Girl Denise. I would do this one.
Yes, absolutely.
I would do this one for me.
I love it.
Chelsea, I would do like a 70s color vibe, you know, because she's more of that, the oranges and the mustard yellow, the browns.
Exactly.
You know? So anyways, that's another one I want to share you. And then I do have a little bit of Halloween left I wanted to tell you about. I have a bunch of these in my shop. The Jack.
Did I get that one? You have to keep a log of what I have.
I don't know. This is a great one. Oh my gosh. This one has so many flosses. It took forever to get all the colors.
I don't know if I have that one.
Really, it was hard to source, but it's got all the weeks. It's got Classic Color Works. It's got a ton of colors. It's gorgeous. I mean, there's just so many awesome pillows. I've got a couple of these left. This is my second round of selling these.
Love.
Yeah, I've got two of my pillows are back there.
I love those.
I
have one and a half. Oh, I love
cute. Aren't they cute? I mean, they're just adorable for the dough bowls. I love this witch.
I love the witch. I have the witch for sure. I can't remember. I might have two done and then I don't know. I got to look. I have to go through everything that I have because you know what it is for me? All those starts I have, I love every single one and want to work on every single one, which I'm so happy. I didn't just start them and not love them. Like to go back to.
Yeah.
Love them.
I have two left of these.
I have that one and I haven't even started it.
Two left. This is Jack's Urn, Kathy Barrick. This was a last year expo, I think.
Yep. Because I got it.
Yes, and it's actually paired with LFA Linen's 36 count Dunes at Dusk, which is a Lori Holt favorite. She likes, I think, Dunes.
Dunes.
Yeah, and it actually comes with I will either give you floss tag in the witch's hat or a pumpkin floss tags for all of the DMC colors in it.
I have to pull mine out. I have so many. I have to go look now.
Okay, and then the other Halloween, I have one left of this one, which is Luminous Fiber Arts. That's Misty, and this Boohoo, which I'm working on right now. And it is, it's so cute. I want to get this done for Halloween. Where is it?
It's September 1st, which means it's really Halloween tomorrow and Thanksgiving the day after and Christmas the day after that. It's all over.
Two colors.
I love that.
And in the shop, I do have the pom-poms that go with it. The colors. So it's an add-on down below. So you could, and I have fabric. So you could just, some of you have pulled the whole bundle together and you get it shipped and you've got your kit all set to go. So super cute. I even paired it with Teresa Koget's vintagey Halloween fabric. If you want to use that for the back, it goes so perfectly. It's the exact same colorway. Yeah, so that's really the big stuff that I wanted to share that's in the shop right now that's kind of going fast for Halloween. Some of the new stuff for Christmas that once it's gone, I don't know how much I'll restock. I'm kind of stocked up, but the stuff from Expo, do you want to hear what
coming?
I have a lot coming that'll be in the coming soon section. I kind of went a little crazy with Liz Matthews. I mean, to me, she was one of the superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her design style is very, I love it. It's very unique in a sense, like even like her subject matter sometimes it's like, wow. And it's not overcomplicated. Yeah.
And it is unique. It's not all the prim that looks the same. And you're right. It's not the same subjects.
Yeah. her Halloween piece or fall piece.
Autumn close.
Yes, autumn close is gorgeous.
That is, I'm sure, probably the one that probably was most. I'll be getting autumn cloche, and I already have the NPI silks ordered for that one.
Oh, okay, that one is a for sure for me. So put that aside.
Flying to me already. Yep, I actually am kitting up all of her stuff with silk because she's offering it at NPI, and I thought, you know what? I'll be the place that will kit up her beautiful
Well, and
stuff.
aren't the NPIs, aren't they reasonable?
They are. They're around the $5 price
That's
range.
what I thought, that they were like more one of the lesser.
They are. Yep. Yeah. So I got from her autumn cloches coming. I absolutely loved her flower. It's going to be a series, and she had the red poppy and the yellow poppy as the option. I've got the silks coming for both options. I went a little heavier on the red than the yellow. I thought that might be a little more popular, the red poppy in the silks. And she did mention that is probably going to be a bit of a series going forward. And I know I want to do that. I think it'll be beautiful on a dining room wall or a bedroom wall. And I'm going to continue kitting up her 12 Days of Christmas. I'd like to keep that in my shop, and I'm going to keep the silks in my shop for that series.
I have them all except the new one. I think I'm caught up.
I originally I originally had them in just the DMCs in my shop.
That's what I have.
Yeah, and I love the DMCs. But I think for my shop, DMCs are pretty easy for everyone to get.
Yes.
And I think for my shop, I'm going to have NPIs readily available with the kits.
You know what my dilemma is now? Do I want to do them as like one big piece, or do I want to do the tree?
Well, that's a lot of everyone's dilemma. Recently, I got on the bandwagon of somebody was mentioning doing each tree in a different colorway fabric and a different count fabric, and just having them all different.
I like that idea.
And then I loved Carrie's idea. She's doing them all and then putting them in a hanging quilted hanging piece. I wanted to copy her on that idea.
You know what? Maybe I'm going to try a tree. I think I'm going to try a tree and see if I like, because I feel like that's a piece of it for me. Like, will I like the process of, you know me? Can I find someone that will make them into trees for me?
And for me, it's like, do I want to have all those pieces every year to get out? Or is it just going to be nice to have one thing that I hang on the wall?
But they're so unique, and you could just plop them places.
But it's a series that shouldn't they all be together? It's 12 Days of Christmas.
You're right. You
know,
I like the idea of them not all being the same.
I do too. Like it's and I feel like if you have them like kind of in a forest scene, I mean, a diorama. I don't know.
Yeah, you could even do like one or two over one.
It's true.
To make to have them a little smaller.
Did you happen to watch the latest Linen and Scraps with Molly and Kathy?
I'm in the middle of it.
I did it. I just said it all.
You did. I have no idea their name. I know their names, but yes. So the Halloween pieces.
Something like that with the trees. Isn't that called a diorama?
I think so. I want those Halloween ones. They're so fabulous.
See, that's a little creepy for me in my house. That would give me nightmare. Like, ew.
I loved Molly.
Those ladies, like, oh, that just creeps. I think it's beautiful. Like, I think it's really, really cool. But if I put that out, Brian would be like, what the heck?
Well, I will just admit here once that I watch American Horror Story.
My family would make so much fun of, my boys would be like, Mom has completely gone up the, like, they already think I have.
We all watch it. It's so scary. I usually have to shut it off. I'm like, okay, I tried. Nope, done. But I am so drawn to it. So I thought I love them both, but I loved Molly's.
That was like the 1920s. Yeah, I know. That one was less scary and more, well.
No, I think hers had more the monster, like I'm sorry. Let's keep going. What else did you get in your
It was the ladies on Kathy's dancing in that circle was freaking me out. I don't know why. I might have to, no offense at all. It was so unique and like, but don't you have nightmares, Kathy? Maybe not.
Well, no, I don't.
Why am I such a pansy? My God, back to Liz. She's
okay. What else is in your shop?
I know, back to my nice shop with pumpkins. This is a happy lady. Happy witch. Okay, back to Liz. Okay, so I went a little overboard on this, and I'm hoping you all want to do this, but there's that floss out of Australia.
Yes.
It's called oh God. Oh, I'm not gonna have one of those moments where I don't remember the name of the floss. It's the cottage garden flosses.
Okay, I don't know, but I know they are out of
and
there.
You know how that cross stitch the rainbow, it was like 20 designers got together for Expo, and this was Liz's offering, and I thought, what an ingenious way to use that variegation. She did it so that she left open spaces, and you know, a lot of the other designers used it as the variegation was the object.
Yeah,
she, you know, I love how her brain works. So what I did is I went ahead and bought the kits. I believe there's 5 different flosses in the kit that you purchase. And then the designers used those 5 colorways and they created different designs. So I've purchased 4 designs and then the floss kit, and I'm going to put those all together into a kit. So you'll get from me 4 designs, one from Liz Matthews, Pansy Patch Quilts. I think I loved hers. There's 2 others that I'm purchasing. Why don't I look and tell you right now?
Why don't you? My
Tiny
goodness.
Modernist. Tiny Modernist I've already received.
Oh, I love Tiny Modernist.
I thought hers was absolutely adorable. It's called Autumn House on a Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And it's tiny.
Tiny.
It is 60 by 60.
So see now, so that design, you know how I was talking about how I want to do that montage sampler or whatever we call them?
Yeah.
That's something like, that's what Deb does. Like she takes little things like that and plops them in too.
There you go. Yeah. So see how the colors they use the same floss, but it's called the Autumn Garden Palette.
That is one big squirrel.
Garden Threads. I know it's coming after you, Sue.
A big one.
Are you this way, Sue, or this way?
Now that's what I have nightmares about. That's what I struggle with.
I'm gonna have a lot of squirrels. There's no squirrels in Earth, but this one, and then what other Happy Fall y'all. I think I'm gonna get from Sweet Wings Studio, which I don't have a picture of. I thought that was a cute one. We're just gonna have a variety, I think. Initially I was gonna get 4. What's my 4th one? But you know where I'm going with it.
I do.
Yeah. So I thought that would be really fun. You can try a new, I know, Pansy Patch Quilts, Autumn Crow. It was really cute.
Ooh, I love crows. Yeah. I don't love crows, but I love crows.
Yeah. And Pansy Patch Quilts, they've got those it's a house series that everybody's going gaga over. So yeah, people out there, you know Pansy Patch Quilts. Well, she did a really cute one for it. So yeah, so that that sums it up right now with Liz. I also, right prior to Expo, she had another kind of, she put
Really
these out.
florals.
Oh, I know. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. She's got, I mean, this looks really good with the poppies. Yeah, so the florals. So I've got this that I'm going to be hitting up. And I absolutely love this whimsical flower series. She's going to kind of expand. She's got
That
two.
reminds me of like a crewel piece in the 80s.
It does, doesn't it?
Really nice.
Yeah, so these are two different DMC options. Kind of a dark night scene. She calls it Midnight Wildflowers and Morning Wildflowers. It's two different DMC versions. So
nice.
Both, I guess. I don't know. I haven't figured that out, but I just got the patterns in. So yeah. And then Lisa from Kindred Stitcher, I just wanted to mention on here. She mentioned that I will be having kits, right? She said I have kits already. I put in the coming soon section, or it says coming soon on my website right now. I will have these. I am waiting on one floss yet on this one, and it's an integral floss because at least in my opinion, it's this pink colorway on the section of the house. Yeah. It's also the floral pink up here that's variegated, and I do not want to deviate. So, and there's not a lot of other options that I think will do this justice. So there's two options, and I'm waiting on the two. So if we can all just work on other things and be patient.
So is that like a stitch along she's doing?
No, she just did it last year, and I fell in love with this piece. She showed her framed piece on her last episode. She had heard, I think I had Instagrammed her. Oh, I have that in my shop this fall, and I'm so excited. So, and she had mentioned that on her.
Good.
So, so I had a couple people say, when are you going to have that? So I thought I'd mention that here, but yes, so lovely. And the only thing about this one is the words are over 1. So if you are an Ada stitcher, I think you could take these words out, and the words are actually, I heard the bells on Christmas Day. So if you could take the words out and do this, if you wanted to you could bring this whole thing up, take out a couple of the components of the border, and I'll try and bring it up a little closer, and you just scoot everything up. It'd be super easy.
Yeah. You could also put your own, like just chart your own verse in there, maybe.
Yep. I actually, in the listing I mentioned, you could just chart like Peace on Earth.
Easily.
Or just chart I Heard the Bells.
Yeah. Very easily.
Yeah. Okay. That's a lot. I got a ton of Blackwing pencil stuff in, and the big thing that I got in was it's an introductory pack.
That's the one I got, right?
Yeah, they call it the starting point.
I love it.
And yeah, you got one. I'll open one up here. What's in it is what they consider their kind of standard pencils. And I will lift it up and show you. It contains their 4 basics, which have their 4 different types of leads, and then their eraser pack,
which I love.
Their 1-step sharpener, which is amazing. So yeah, so it's got the pearl, and it's got this gray version, which they call 602. I love them. They have different colored erasers. The erasers all work the same. They're just different colors.
Are mine different colors? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, this is natural. And then this is the matte. And the matte is the one that has the softest lead. I love using matte. I love the matte. Then goes the pearl. It's a little bit not as soft. And then even not as soft, I guess you would say, is the gray. And then the most firm is this natural colored one. And it's all outlined in there.
I am still using the one Sandy gave me, which is the matte. And every time I have it in my hands, I want to draw. Like I just want to start sketching.
Yes, it's, if you read in the listing, I give the explanation. It's meant for people who love to sketch and draw, and but I use it every day. Like I love to just write with it.
I know. I have always been a pencil user. Like when I write, like even in journals, I either use my fountain pen or a pencil, and I love pencils so much.
Yes.
They're
Well,
amazing.
so I have full packs of all 4 of those. So you would get 12 in a pack, but I also have some newer ones that I just quickly wanted to share with you because I think artists like all of us would really love them. And I have them fully described under the Blackwing section. This first one is the Blackwing volumes, number 93. And it's the Corita Kent pencil. Corita Kent was an educator, artist, and social justice advocate who believed that art could be a tool for dialogue, reflection, and social change. While chair of the art department at Immaculate Heart College in LA, Corita asked her students to engage in slow-looking exercises. Using a paper viewfinder tool that simulated the experience of using a camera, her students were able to select, isolate, and examine the details of the world around them. This resulted in piles of drawings that taught the students how to slow down and see the world with a fresh perspective. This message of being present and curious permeated through every chapter of Corita's life and work. From the 1950s until her death in 1986, her art progressed from modernist interpretations of traditional religious subjects to pop-infused political statements and introspective examinations. The Blackwing 93 is a tribute to Corita and her message to slow down and find gratitude in the everyday. Each pencil features one of the 6 colorful brush strokes that make up Corita's iconic rainbow swash. Commissioned in 1971, the rainbow swash adorns a 140-foot tall natural gas storage tank along I-93 in Dorchester, Massachusetts.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know that? The
I'm
pencils contain our soft graphite, which is the one we like, that's in the black mat, by the way. And each set includes 2 of each color design. I love these. Sue, you're gonna need this.
I need these. Put a set aside.
I mean, the white eraser, and it's the swatch. And I went online, and it's got a picture of that tank that has the swashes on them. I love the story. And a proceeds actually goes to, partial proceeds from this pencil will support continued work in art education through the Corita Art Center.
Oh, that makes
this,
my heart.
this is her.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want those.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question before I forget? Do you sell the pencil sharpeners separately? Can you buy them separately?
Yep.
Okay. Just because that's so important, that pencil sharpener, I think. I think it saves your pencil.
It really does. Yep. I have the pencil sharpeners separate.
Those are gorgeous.
Isn't that a cool? Oh, and it's that soft that we love, Sue. So yeah, I'm thrilled to have these in. I have a limited amount. I got as many as I could because I don't know. I just know people are going to love.
I want those.
Yeah. And then the other one is brand new. This is the newest, the latest. These are the Blackwing eras. And these are really funky and cool. Blackwing pencils built a cult following among famed 20th century artists, especially authors, animators, and musicians. When they were unexpectedly discontinued in the 90s, devotees began paying as much as $40 for a single pencil on eBay. We acquired the brand in 2010 and relaunched it soon thereafter for a new generation of artists and everyday people looking for the tactile sensation of pencil and paper. This special edition pencil is the 3rd entry in our Blackwing Eras series. Each set includes 12 Blackwing pencils with a retro design inspired by the arrow-punched ferrule found on Blackwing pencils in the mid-20th century. And these are really kind of cool. Isn't that cool?
So cool.
Yeah. And this is, the finish is dark gray. The ferrule has a gold arrow. Eraser is
I'm
red.
so curious
And
if
this is
art
extra
schools,
firm.
I wonder if these are like art schools use these. Like I know in my day it was like the Statler pencils, and I wonder if this is a thing in the art schools.
I don't know.
I'm curious.
I don't know if they make enough for arts.
I
I don't
know, I
know.
was thinking that.
Maybe some of you out there know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a ton of accessories too for Blackwing. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on here going through it. I'll just pepper it into episodes. Going forward, I have these really cool journals with smaller Blackwing pearl that they're blank inside, but they're really nice paper. They open completely flat, so you have the whole space. I'll open one of these for us at some point. I do have the erasers. I have more of that really cool volume 55, which was that blue, that bluish color one that was the ratio pencil. Remember the golden ratio that we talked about that can be heard in the arrangements of Beethoven, Mozart, and Bach. It's that mathematical one. But if you go to the listing that shows the 4 Blackwing pencils, I've got it all written out. And because I am using my system to its limits, I have one listing for all the Blackwings, and you click on and it scrolls down and you can select each thing. It'll show the picture and you'll see in the listing a description. At some point, I would like to have Blackwing have its own navigation button. I just can't at this point. So, but yeah, there you have it. If you get the starter set, you get 4 different types of pencil lead, so you can really feel which one you like. And you would get the extra erasers, which you can insert, and you would get that sharpener, which, like Sue said, it's a really nice thing to have.
Well, you want to really want pencil because they're expensive. You don't want to waste any of it. So yeah, I love it.
Speaking of not wanting to waste, I guess I have to share this too. I can't wait to try this because I do have one Blackwing that's down to its nub, but this is a small pencil extender. I got to try it. You stick this on your nub and it makes it longer, so it's got the same weight.
That's amazing.
I will be trying it.
I have to tell Sandy you have these because Sandy, these are her favorites. So I've got to make sure I tell her.
Yeah, there you go. Sandy.
Sandy.
Sandy. All right.
Well, it's all so exciting. Now I just want to go play.
Yes. You know, and I came across a new to me person on FlossTube that I'd love to share a little about if I have a second. She has 2 episodes out. She had 1 and a new one came out yesterday. And I think she's great. I think a lot of you will like her.
I wonder if I've watched her.
She is La La Dee Stitches. Did you
watch her? No, I think I heard of her and I was like, I've got to go watch her. I can't remember if I clicked on it or not, but I was very drawn to her. So it's hysterical.
Did someone recommend her on an episode, or I don't know if she was recommended on YouTube to me. Her name is Laura. She does all the craft things. I think her intro music was kind of classical, and then it was a whimsical that drew me in. And then at the end of her second episode, she said she loves the rain and bad weather. I'm like, oh, me too. She does everything from like Mirabilia to Blackbird. She got started with frosted pumpkin stitchery. She likes
you know what? I think I started her. I don't think I finished. I do think I started watching her.
She just really nice presence on. I mean, she just looks like a pro already on the camera. She just, she had a lot of great projects, and really interesting. I think she'll be a lot of fun to follow, and it's really fun to start someone from brand new from the beginning.
I love that.
2 episodes. I'll put a link down below. Keep going, Laura. You're a lot of fun, And yeah, welcome to FlossTube.
Yes. I know. I feel like there's a new wave coming in.
I do too.
And it is funny because like we saw this in the knitting world. There's definitely like a group of people that all start at the same time. And then another, like a new wave comes. And it feels like there's another new wave coming.
I forgot one other thing I wanted to share too.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing you have stuff, 'cause I got nothing.
Oh my gosh, yes, a good thing. My mom and I are going to a needlework conference.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so over the summer, I shared a while ago that when we were out east, well, when was that? A year ago, I guess now. My family, we went to Winter Tour. I can never say it right, but it's a big museum outside of Wilmington, Delaware that I always wanted to go to. It was post-COVID. The tour didn't get us upstairs. I didn't see all the sampler stuff I wanted to see. It was a nice visit, but it wasn't the tour I was hoping for. But I am on their mailing list, and I got an email talking about some needlework conference, and I was like, what? And I looked into it, and it's like, tour, special library tour of the needlework that they'll pull out, and all these lectures by these amazing people who know all this stuff about needlework history, and all these famous people coming in to show you how to do things, and all this amazing tours of, just like how do they curate and how do they take old textiles and make them not disintegrate. And I'm doing a horrible job of explaining it because I don't have the paperwork in front of me, but it's a needlework conference.
It's great.
And they have like a master's program there in needlework conservation. So it's like a great place to go for really learning about needlework. And they have an amazing collection of samplers there. So
wow.
I was in the car with my mom. We were headed to our hometown for a funeral of all things. And I don't know if we were just feeling bad in the car and we needed to pick me up, but all of a sudden the two of us were headed to this needlework conference. Like we just made plans. We're like, we're doing it. You only live once. And I was like, well, why don't you come with me? I don't know anybody around here that would go with me to something like this. And so, yeah, so we're going to go. I think they still had tickets available. It's in October. It's right after my birthday. So
is it this year or next? It's
this year.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So we signed up for a couple of the tours, and we're going to make these really sweet velvet strawberries. That's our one little creative thing we're going to do that have beads, and they're lovely. Go to the website, Winter Tour. I'll put a link down below. Yeah, and they also have an online version of the conference that they will be offering, I think, a couple weeks after. So if you want to listen to some of the speakers and things like that, you can.
Wow.
So that's something that you could do.
So cool.
Yes. So I'm excited.
So exciting. I know. I'm going to be so anxious to hear it all. October is a knitter's, if you're in the industry, busiest month.
Yeah.
I know. But it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I want to hear all about it.
I know. Yeah. So that's it. I think that was all I wanted to get out there. So I guess we had a newsy episode, and we appreciate you so much for being here. We have our giveaway. Do not forget.
Not forget.
Thank you for liking and subscribing and for being with us for 50 episodes, hanging in there.
Can't believe that we have done really well with keeping up with the every 2 weeks.
Pretty much. I mean,
this time we didn't, but like, because we'll hit 52, which is, am I doing that right?
54 would be.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So, anyways, okay. I tried to end us there and it didn't work. And here we go again. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again on the next episode of Floss Talks.
We will be back.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Where are we? Stop video. I stopped me. No. Okay. And stop.
Oh, cute.